Hey Trailblazers! Today we're diving into some exciting leaks for version 3.0, with the introduction of a completely new path called the Remembrance. This new path is set to bring in groundbreaking mechanics centered around a unique concept, servants, and it's unlike anything we've seen so far. According to Seal Leaks, characters following this path will use its servant in battle, and the first character confirmed to bring this mechanic to life is Aglaea. Now let's break down what we know about the Remembrance path and how it will reshape team compositions and strategies in Honkai Star Rail. So what exactly are servants? Think of them as summoned entities, sort of like an enhanced version of Nummy, but with much more versatility. Once summoned, servants act independently on the battlefield with their own HP and unique set of abilities. You won't have direct control over them, but they're far from passive. They can engage in combat, take damage, and even be affected by certain buffs or effects. Here's a quick overview of what servants bring to the table. Independent action. Servants have their own skills and can act separately from the main character. Damage potential. They deal their own damage and can apply debuffs or effects, depending on the character who summons them. On-field presence. Since they can be attacked, you'll need to consider how to keep them safe to maximize their effectiveness. Currently, Aglaea is the only character confirmed with access to this mechanic, and it's looking like her servant will specialize in lightning damage, just like Aglaea herself. But it doesn't stop there. Servants come with a completely new layer of combat mechanics. The introduction of servants means a new system of abilities and damage types. Unlike regular characters, servants operate with an independent ability type, making them almost like secondary units in your team with their own arsenal. Here's how it breaks down. Ability types. Servants bring a unique skill set called servant abilities, which includes all typical abilities, basic attack, skill, ultimate, and even unique servant abilities that differ from traditional techniques. Damage types. Servants have an independent damage type, covering 9 different types such as basic attack damage, skill damage, ultimate damage, follow-up attack damage, break damage, additional damage, technique damage, and servant damage. Servants aren't just ordinary summons, they come with some exclusive passive abilities. Here's what makes them stand out. Immune to crowd control debuffs. Servants cannot be frozen, stunned, or affected by other crowd control effects, which makes them reliable in tough battles. Energy regeneration. Just like characters, servants regenerate 10 energy when they defeat an enemy. They also contribute to the break damage and break effects such as dot or freeze, with calculations similar to those for regular characters. There's some nuance in which abilities can or can't affect servants. Here's a quick guide. Excluded abilities. Some abilities don't apply to servants. For example, Bailu, Fuxian, and Huohua can't revive servants. Additionally, buffs applied after selecting targets, like Sparkle's ultimate, won't impact servants, with Sunday being an exception. Included abilities. Other abilities will directly benefit servants. For example, Fu Xian's damage-sharing abilities and Yukong's roaring bowstrings will include servants. Sunday's abilities work fully with servants, including his passives and buffs, giving them full access to boosts in attack and resistance penetration. When it comes to light cones and relics, certain effects will include or exclude servants as well. Excluded effects. Light cones like Wan Mei's Enter Battle Energy Regen won't apply to servants, nor will the Lushaka relic if a servant is in the first lineup slot. Included effects. Sunday's LC, if equipped by him, will boost servant damage, providing an additional layer of synergy for teams with both Sunday and Aglaea. So what about Aglaea? She's a 5-star lighting remembrance character and her servant will play a major role in her kit. Aglaea's servant acts independently with its own HP, fixed speed, and unique abilities. Here's how it works. Summoning. It seems like Aglaea's servant is summoned by her ultimate, and each use of her ultimate extends the servant's time on the battlefield. Energy generation. Each time the servant uses a skill or takes damage, it regenerates energy for Aglaea, helping to keep her in the fight with sustained DPS. Enhanced basic attack. When Aglaea uses a basic attack, her servant also attacks, dealing lightning damage to a random enemy with priority to those marked by Aglaea. This synergy boosts Aglaea's attack by giving her a stack of buffs, each adding extra lightning damage to her next attack. Aglaea's introduction of servants in version 3.0 brings a whole new depth to Honkai Star Rail. Here's why servants could be game changers for your team. Strategic flexibility. Servants can serve as both damage dealers and distractions, allowing your main characters to focus on core objectives. Synergy potential. Aglaea's servant pairs well with allies who can boost damage or speed, creating a unique synergy across buffs, attacks, and ultimate abilities. Team building. For players who like to focus on crowd control immunity or want a summon-focused strategy, servants will add layers of strategy to composition planning. In summary, the Remembrance Path is set to shake up team strategies and combat in Honkai Star Rail with its innovative servant mechanic. Aglaea's servant will function as a semi-independent unit, providing both damage and utility to her team. With crowd control immunity, energy regeneration, and compatibility with various abilities and relics, servants could redefine gameplay for players who prioritize versatility. So, what do you think of this new path in the servant mechanic? Are you excited to try Aglaea in version 3.0? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for latest updates, and I'll see you next video. Bye.